Good morning, children. Welcome to class 7 science once again. I hope you all are safe and stay home. Children, in a previous video, we were discussing about chapter 12, that is reproduction in plants. And in this chapter, we have discussed about asexual mode of reproduction. Okay, fragmentation, spore formation, vegetative propagation that we have discussed. Okay, now we'll move forward. We'll recall some important points about vegetative propagation first, then start the new topic. Okay, so vegetative propagation is a type of asexual reproduction in which new plants are produced from vegetative parts of the plant like roots, stems, leaves and buds. So from these vegetative parts of the plant, the new plant can grow. Okay, this is the method of asexual reproduction and is called vegetative propagation. Okay, children, I repeat once again, in vegetative propagation from the parts of the plant, parts like roots, stems, leaves and buds. From these parts of the plant, the new plant can grow, can develop. Okay, this is vegetative propagation. Okay, clear? Now I'm showing some picture in front of you, the parts of the plant. Okay, in potato, a plant that is stem tuber, they contain eye. Okay, eye, that is reason in the stem tuber. So this part then convert or develop into the new potato plant. Okay, like if we cut this plant, then if we grow in the soil, then the new potato plant can grow. Okay, so from eye of the potato, the new potato plant can grow. Okay, next children, that is bulb of onion. Okay, these onion bulb, you can see that. Okay, from these onion bulb, the new onion plant can grow. Okay, this is vegetative propagation. From parts of the plant, new plant grow. Okay, so we have seen about bulb of the onion, we have seen about eye of the potato. Okay, so from these parts the new plant can grow. Okay, next that is rhizome, these rhizome that are found. Okay, these rhizome. Okay, so from these parts of the plant, the new ginger plant can grow, and the part of this, that is rhizome. Okay, clear? Next one, children, uh, a term that is very important regarding your exam, and the name of term, that is tissue culture. Okay, the name, that is tissue culture. Learn very carefully about this. See, tissue culture is a technique, okay, in which new plants from tiny portion of the plant tissue called explant over a culture in a synthetic medium under aseptic condition grow. Okay, so tissue culture, that is a technique in which the new plant can grow from a portion of plant tissue. Okay, a portion of plant tissue, we have a small portion of the plant tissue. So if we keep this portion of plant tissue in test tube under laboratory, okay, then if we provide a proper medium, proper hormones, water to this small portion of the plant tissue, then quickly this plant tissue convert into a plant. Okay, a small plant. Clear? So from the small portion of the plant tissue, a callus is developed. Okay, the cells divide and they grow into the mass of cells, that is callus. Then after that, when callus convert into the small plant, will take the small plant from the test tube and grow into the soil. Okay, so this is the method that is in vitro. In vitro means inside the laboratory. Inside the laboratory we have test tube. In test tube we have provided the hormones, medium, sufficient nutrients, then a small portion of the plant tissue. So we can observe that after certain time the small portion of plant tissue convert into the callus, then into the small plant. Okay, and this technique is known as the tissue culture. Okay children, now see the diagram. I'm showing a diagram in front of you. Okay, this is the small portion of the plant tissue. Okay, in test tube we have kept this and provide the nutrient medium. In nutrient medium we have provide the nutrients, we have provide the hormones, okay, and other medium. By the use of the nutrient medium, the plant tissue convert into the callus. Okay, after that it form the plantlet. Okay, plantlet, that is the small form of the plant. So when the plantlet are formed in the test tube, then we take out from the test tube and grow in the soil. Okay, then sow in the soil. Then after that we can observe that the new plant can form. Okay, this is tissue culture, a technique that is tissue culture. Now some advantages of tissue culture, children. See first, that is it is a quick method of multiplying a plant. Okay, quickly, in very short time thousands of the plant can grow. Okay, so it's a very quick method. Second, plant growth this way require less time to mature. Okay, and bear more fruits than those grow from the seeds. Okay, as compared to the other plant, these tissue culture plant that are mature in a very less time and they bear more fruits. Okay, that is the second advantage of the tissue culture technique. Now third, children, the third advantage, that is the new plant are exact copies of the parent. Okay, they are the clones. Clear? So all the good desired qualities of the parent plant can be replicated in the new plant. So these are some advantages of tissue culture. I hope you have learned properly. Next, children, the next topic of the chapter, that is flower. Okay, or flower, we can say that flower or flower. So the flower is the reproductive unit of flowering plants. Flower, that is a reproductive unit of flowering plants. The plants that have flowers are called flowering plants. Okay, so basically angiosperm is known as the flowering plants. Okay, gymnosperms are seed bearing plants while angiosperms are the flowering plants. Okay, and in angiosperm, flower are reproductive part of the plant. Okay, clear? Flower, that is a reproductive part of the plant. So first of all, we'll see the parts of flower, then discuss about this. Okay, so This is the parts of flower. You can see on your screen the first part, that is sepal. Okay. Second, that is petals. Third, stamen. And this fourth part, central, that is a pistil. Okay. I repeat once again. This is sepal, petals, stamen, and this is pistil. Okay. Clear? Now children, what is the role of sepal? Sepal, that is, sepal protect the flower during bud condition. Okay, so basically it protect the flower during bud condition. Petals, the function of petal, that is, it attracts pollinators. Okay, it attracts pollinators because the petals contain the sweet juices, so that's why the pollinators like honeybees, like other insects, okay, they come towards the petals and help in pollination. Okay, pollination will discuss in the upcoming slide, don't worry. So function of petals, that is, it attract pollinators that help in pollination. Okay, the third part of the flower, that is a male reproductive organ, is stamen. Stamen, that is the male reproductive organ of the flower. Okay, and fourth one, that is the pistil, it is the female reproductive part of the flower. Okay, clear? So basically in our syllabus we have these two parts, stamen and pistil. Stamen is the male reproductive part and pistil is the female reproductive part. Okay, see about stamen first. Stamen, that is the male reproductive part of the plant, it has two parts. Okay, the stamen have the two sub parts, number one anther and number two, that is filament. Okay, as you see on your screen, this is long cylinder part, that is the filament, and this upper side, that is anther. Okay, clear? Stamen is the male reproductive organ of a plant. So in the anther of stamen, the pollen grain grow and mature. Pollen grain, that is the male gamete. Okay, the pollen grain, that is male gamete released from the anther. So the pollen grain that will be grow here, they will mature here, and when it will be shed, they land on the stigma of the female reproductive part of the plant. Okay, so this is about stamen that we have discussed. Now next, that is pistil. As I told you about stamen, it contain pollen grain and pollen grain contain the male gametes. Okay, clear? Next, that is the second part of the flower, female reproductive organ, and the name, that is pistil. Okay, so we can say that pistil is the female reproductive organ of the plant and it is made up of three parts. Number one, stigma, number two, style, and number three, that is ovary. Okay, stigma, style, ovary, and ovary also contain the ovules. Clear? So basically four parts are there. Actually three parts is there. Ovules is the part of ovary. This ovules, that is the part of ovary. And inside the ovules, the female gametes are formed. Okay, so the male gametes that develop on the anther of the stamen and the female gamete develops inside the ovules of pistil. Okay, clear about this? Any confusion? You can see here, that is a pistil, female reproductive part, in which stigma, style, ovary. The three parts is there, and inside the ovary, ovule is found where female gametes are formed. Okay. Now after that, we'll discuss about pollination and fertilization. That is also very important. So in this video we have discussed about the stamen and pistil. Stamen have the two parts. Number one, that is filament, and number two, that is anther. Okay, and anther bear the pollen grain that have the male gamete. Okay. Second, pistil, that is female reproductive organ of the flower, that is of three types, that is have three parts: stigma, style, and ovary. And inside the ovary, ovule is found where female gametes are formed. Okay, clear about this? So that's all for today, children. We'll discuss about pollination and fertilization in the next video. Thank you.